Good morning children. Classification of the polynomials based on degree. We have already came across two, 3 points. Once again we repeat. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. With examples we have already shown to you. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic, where a polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic, and also a polynomial of degree 4 is called as a biquadratic polynomial. So the name you must be very careful: linear, quadratic, cubic, and a biquadratic. Now further we are having a polynomial of different degree, means we may say that polynomial of degree 5, a polynomial of degree 6, like that only. Now let us see the cubic polynomial examples, because the first two examples we have already shown in the last class. Now the next cubic example polynomial examples we can see now. P of x equal to 3x cube plus 5x minus 7. What is the degree of this polynomial? Degree is 3. So it's called as a cubic polynomial. One more example. P of x equal to 7 by 5x cube minus 2x square plus 7x. So here also we can see the highest power of the variable is 3 only. So it is also an example for degree 3 only. Now let us see some further examples for biquadratic. What is a biquadratic polynomial? The polynomial of degree 4. P of x equal to 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube plus 7x square plus 9x plus 11. So you can see that it is a polynomial in one variable x only, and the highest power of the x is 4. So degree is 4. So it is an example for biquadratic. Similarly, 2y raised to 4 plus y cube. It's a polynomial in y because of the power of the y is a positive variable, and also what we can make the conclusion, the highest power of the y is 4. So it is also an example for a polynomial of degree 4. That is the for the name especially we can call it as a biquadratic polynomial. Now what is the standard form of a cubic polynomial? Because already we came across the standard form of a linear polynomial and standard form of a quadratic. If you know that one, if you understood that one, then we can say that what is the standard form of a cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial, the standard form is cubic polynomial we are writing P of x equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not equal to 0, right? A not equal to 0, a, b, c, d are real numbers. Similarly, when a biquadratic polynomial what is the standard form? P of x equal to ax raised to 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e, where a not equal to 0, a, b, c, d, e are real numbers. So once the criteria we have understood for a linear polynomial and a quadratic, if you understood, then naturally you can write for the next standard form, that is for a cubic as well as a biquadratic polynomial. Next topic is value of the polynomial. If p of x is a polynomial in x and k is any real number, then the value is obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called value of p of x at x equal to k only. So this is, we have already studied in the lower classes, what is the value of the polynomial at x equal to 1, at x equal to 2, like that. It may be asking the question the same meaning only. So the question I'll write, what is the value of the polynomial, or find the value of p of x when x equal to minus 1. The first question, p of x equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. So what we will do, we have to find the value of the p of x when x equal to minus 1 only. So we will write here p of minus 1 equal to, that is x is replaced by minus 1, that is x is replaced by k is equal to minus 1 this time. So minus 1 square minus 3 into minus 1 minus 4. So that means 1 plus 3 minus 4, it is equal to 0. So that means the value of p of x at x equal to minus 1 equal to 0 only. So another example, so question number 2, when p of x equal to x square minus or x cube minus 3. The question is same, x equal to minus 1 only. So p of minus 1 equal to minus 1 cube minus 3. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 3, again it is equal to minus 4. So we got two different values for different polynomials at x equal to minus 1 only. So what we have done, x value of the x is replacing x by k. K can take any value, then this is called the value of p of x at x equal to k only. Next topic is 0 of a polynomial. A real number k is said to be 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of k equal to 0. What is the meaning of this one? A real number k is said to be a 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of k equal to 0. The previous example only let me take, that is p of x equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. So what is p of 1? 1 square minus 3 into 1 minus 4. That means 1 minus 3 minus 4, that is 1 minus 7. It is equal to minus 6. So the value of the polynomial when x equal to 1, it became minus 6. Now we can calculate p of minus 1. Minus 1 square minus 3 into minus 1 minus 4, that means 1 plus 3 minus 4. So 3 plus 1 4, 4 minus 4, it is equal to 0. Again let me calculate what is p of 2, that is 2 square minus 3 into 2 minus 4, that is 2 square is 4 minus 6 minus 4. So 4 and 4 will get cancelled, again minus 6 only. Now p of minus 2 we can calculate. So minus 2 square minus 3 into minus 2 minus 4. Minus 2 square is plus 4. Minus 3 into minus 2, it is plus 6 minus 4. So the answer is plus 6. Let me try with another number. Let us take it is a p of 4. So 4 square minus 3 into 4 minus 4. 4 square is 16. 3 into 4 is 12. Again minus 4. Minus 12 minus 4 is 16. So 16 minus 16 equal to 0. So what we have done? We have done 4 value, means trial and error, any other values I have tried. So p of 4 calculated, here what is we got? 0. So out of this trials we got in 2 cases the value of the polynomial became 0. Which are they? Okay, so when we got x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4, the value of the polynomial became 0. So we can call it as minus 1 and 4 are zeros of the given p of x. Got? So what is the meaning of the one? When the value of the polynomial is 0, the corresponding values are called as zeros of the given polynomial, right? That is p of k equal to 0, p of x equal to 0. So k is called the zeros of the polynomial. Let me try the same question with the 0 also. So what will happen to 0? P of 0 I will put means 0 minus 3 into 0 minus 4. We are not getting as a 0 only answer. So what is the conclusion? 0 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. Sometimes the 0 can be 0 also, but not always. So some cases it is not possible. So when the value of the polynomial becomes 0, then the corresponding values are called the zeros of the given polynomial. Next is 0 of a linear polynomial. If k is a 0 of p of x equal to ax plus b, then p of k equal to ak plus b equal to 0 when k equal to minus b by a. So which is called 0 of the linear polynomial. This topic we have already covered in the 9th class, how to calculate a 0 of a linear polynomial. So let me take p of x equal to ax plus b. So when it is a 0, the value of the polynomial becomes a 0 only. So 0 equal to ax plus b. So minus b equal to ax, or minus b by a equal to x only. So that is why how we are getting the 0, the linear polynomial. If you don't remember this one, means I can suggest that what is the 0 of this polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 7. What we had done that time, 2x plus 7 we have equated to 0. So we have solved for x now. 2x equal to minus 7, x equal to minus 7 by 2. So minus 7 by 2 is called the 0 of this polynomial 2x plus 7. Similarly, when we are having a linear polynomial, we can find out the zeros. Let us take the another example. P of x equal to x minus 5 only. So what is the 0 of this polynomial? We should equate x minus 5 equal to 0. This implies x equal to 5. So 5 is called 0 of this polynomial x minus 5. So let me take another example. P of x equal to 3x. So 3x equal to 0, x equal to 0 by 3, which is equal to 0 only. So 0 is a polynomial, 0 of 0. The number 0 is called 0, the given polynomial p of x equal to 3x. So we will do equate this one. The same way we can calculate the linear polynomial. We have done with the examples here. This shows that a general formula we can form, that is when we are writing a standard form of a linear polynomial is p of x equal to ax plus b. That means 0 of this polynomial is ax plus b equal to 0, or we can prove x equal to minus b by a. So x equal to minus b by a is called the 0 of the given polynomial. Now we have got a 0 of the linear polynomial as a minus b by a. Now what is the question is that the 0 of the linear polynomial is related to its coefficients, whether there is a relation between zeros and coefficients. Let me see that one, because we got minus b by a, that is the 0 of the polynomial, right? But we got x equal to minus b by a, that is called a 0 of the polynomial. So I'll write here, that is minus b by a is called 0 of the polynomial. Now what is our polynomial? Ax plus b only. Now what is b here? In place of constant. What is a here? A is coefficient of x, right? So the question is that whether zeros having any relation between the coefficients. So we have written minus b by a, that means minus what is b? B is constant. With respect to our standard form, it is a constant term. What is a? Coefficient of x, right? So minus b by a means that is constant term by coefficient of x. There is no need of by hearting this one, but just to know the concept very well. That is minus b by a we got here. The meaning is that minus constant term by coefficient of x only. So with some examples I have told how to calculate the zeros of a linear polynomial. We have got the values also. So there is a relation between the 0 and the coefficients. That is some relation we can form like this. Minus b by a means it is a minus constant term by coefficient of x. Let us see the same examples once again. The first example we have taken as p of x equal to 2x plus 7 only. what is the find the 0 means what we will do, 2x plus 7 equal to 0, x equal to minus 7 by 2. Now check that minus 7 is in place of constant only, and what is 2? Coefficient of x. So clear? So when we are having the linear polynomials 0, it is in the ratio minus constant by coefficient of x only. So directly you can write just to learn the concept that it is by minus constant by coefficient of x when it is in the case of the linear polynomial. So geometrical meaning of a 0 of a polynomial. That is 0 of the linear polynomial is x coordinate of the point at which the graph cut the x-axis. So for understanding geometrical meanings, first we must know what type of the diagram we are getting when we are drawing a graph of a linear polynomial. We have already studied this one. When a graph of the linear polynomial, when we are drawing, we are getting a straight line. So straight line, when we are drawing, it may cut the x-axis also. So sometimes it is easy to find out. So what will happen? That coordinate of x only the answer for us. So you have already studied what is the graph of a linear polynomial. Graph of the linear polynomial is a straight line only. Now let us see the graph for one question. Then you can understand more clearly. Y equal to 2x plus 3, definitely it is a linear equation in one variable only. So linear equation only, 2x plus 3. So what is how to draw the graph means we have to convert into two variable. So we have taken as a y equal to 2x plus 3 is the question is given to us. Now two solutions we already calculated. One is 0 comma 3, another one is minus 3 by 2 comma 0. So we will mark these points on the graph. One is 0 comma 3, that is here, and minus 3 by 2, that is 1.5 with minus sign, and comma 0 only. So now let us join these 2 points. So we got this graph means y equal to 2x plus 3 and the coordinate are 0 comma 3 and minus 3 by 2 comma 0 we have used here, right? So now the question is that what is the 0 of this polynomial? With the geometrical meaning help only we want to take. So let us check that where the graph of this linear equation is cutting the x-axis, where this point only it is cutting the x-axis, not y-axis it is asked. Here it is also given y point, it means it cut the y-axis as well as x-axis. So the question is that what is the 0 means? Geometrical meaning we should find out that x coordinate of the equation where the equation of where the line is cutting the x-axis. So the line cut the x-axis at a minus 3 by 2 comma 0, and what is the x coordinate value here? Minus 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 is called the 0 of the polynomial. Now let us check once again what is the equation is given, 2x plus 3. It is equal to 0, 2x equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 3 by 2. This is the method we are finding always the zeros. X equal to minus 3 by 2, right? So while drawing the graph also we have seen that minus 3 by 2 is a point on the x-axis where the line cut, isn't it? It's a x value only here. So the x value only we have to take it as a 0 of the polynomial. So what is the polynomial 0 now? Minus 3 by 2, because by definition, what is the definition says that zeros of the polynomial is the x coordinate of the point at which the graph of the equation cut the x-axis. X coordinate, see once again what is the x coordinate here? Minus 3 by 2 comma 0. At this point only the line cut the x-axis. So and x coordinate, which is the x coordinate here? Minus 3 by 2. So here we can see that x equal to minus 3 by 2 if we consider, that is a 0 the polynomial that we will get from the graph also. How we can get a on the x-axis where the line is going to cut, we should see where the line is cutting minus 3 by 2 comma 0 point, in that which is the x coordinate minus 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 is called as the 0 of the given polynomial y equal to 2x plus 3. So we'll bring the more examples in the next class. So with this today's video I am winding up. Thank you.